This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we are going to take a look at a world famous drink, the Corona beer, the Corona Extra. Yeah, I was thinking about what to review next, and I guess to celebrate my hopefully last symptomatic encounter with the coronavirus, I have decided to today review Corona beer. I had COVID-19 for the third time now, and it was, well, not really unsymptomatic at all. I really felt it quite well. So yeah, today let's hope that alle guten Dinge sind drei, all good comes in three, or maybe all bad too, and we finally, well, I can finally put the coronavirus to rest in my case with this celebratory drink. Yeah, that's a great justification for drinking in the middle of the week. So I'm almost cracking this open right away, eh? No, we should take a look around the bottle first. So this is a famous modern iteration of the label of the Corona. It is printed onto this, as you can see here. Usually here in Germany we find the beers with a like printed paper or paper sandwich material, whatever, some other stuff on there too. We find our beer bottles with that sort of stuff. This here is printed on here, just as it just has all the information in the back here. So we've got 0.355 liters of beer in here, 4.5 volume percent of alcohol, and we've got water and barley malt and maize and hops. Okay, not too much stuff. It is brewed in Belgium, and yeah, pause if you want to read any of that other stuff that is written on here in detail. Overall, I have to say I like these bottles. Surprisingly, they are a lot lighter. I mean, not really surprising, right? When you export a lot of stuff and ship around a lot of stuff, then you maybe want to make bottles light. And something that I noticed when I had a Corona for the first time was that the bottle itself is actually quite light, a lot lighter than the regular beer bottles are here in Europe/Germany. Up until now. Maybe this is going to change in the future as well. Okay, now it's time to crack this open. I'm taking my little Victorinox Swiss tool for this particular occasion. Let's see what sort of fizz we're getting. A nice fizz, pleasant to the ear, not too explosive. Looks alright, yeah. Nice crown for the Corona of foam. Let's pour some into a non-beer glass. I think this is a former Nutella glass that we are now drinking beer out of. Do not know if that's a good sign either. Yeah, so carbonation-wise we seem to have a mild carbonation, not too much. Let's see if it's too little. Scent-wise, oh, we've got a nice beer scent to it. It reminds me, scent-wise, very much of Heineken. Yeah, maybe that's the nature of many international beers, to be somehow like Heineken. Let's give this a taste test. Flavor-wise, it's a bit different than Heineken. It's maybe... well, in which way is it different? I always find it difficult to describe beer, especially in English. Maybe I should take a beer tasting course to educate you with all of the beer fine descriptions. Okay, yeah, my English is lacking. It's not getting any better with an increasing number of sips of the Corona, I suppose. No, but carbonation-wise it's fine, mild, not too much foam on here. Flavor-wise, people call it like the body of the beer, whatever. I don't know. It reminds me a bit of Heineken, but it also tends to be more like a what's it called? San Miguel. It's between, I think, the Heineken sort of standard international beer and the San Miguel. Yes. To some, this might sound like alcoholic beverage blasphemy, what I'm saying here, but to me that's just what it's like. I like it. It's not my go-to beer. Well, A, because it's usually a bit more expensive than everything else, and B, because I'm usually, well, what do I usually drink? I drink Kölsch because I'm from Cologne, here in Germany. I like the Reisdorf Kölsch the most. And apart from that, Heineken is always a good choice. I like Carlsberg, although Carlsberg is sometimes a bit watery, maybe a bit too mild in flavor. I like Budweiser, but the Budvar, like the Czech version. What else do I like? I like Weizen every now and then, preferably the Paulaner Weizen, but this is very different from what we have here. So yeah, I do like this. I do like it. I like the bottle, I like the design, I like how it's presenting itself. I like that the bottle is actually clear, that you can see like exactly what the color is like of the beer. And it's nice to see, apologies, well, maybe I guess it's intended to see when the bottle is empty, then this all gets pale and it doesn't look as great as a design, so you always want to have a full beer in your hand, I suppose, yeah. Flavor-wise, yeah, don't really know how to describe this properly, but it's, in my opinion, between a Heineken and a San Miguel, maybe. A bit more easy to live with than a San Miguel, I suppose, and a bit more, well, a bit more exotic than a regular Heineken. Certainly more than a Carlsberg. Yeah, I think this is all I can really say about this particular beverage. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, I think I'm giving the Corona Extra a 7. Yes, I think a 7 out of 10 is an appropriate rating for this. It is certainly better than many of the, I guess, like average beers that you can get. It's a bit more exciting than a Carlsberg, but you don't get this all too often, so it maybe is also suited for a light summer occasion, something like that, with a bit more special beer than just the regular Heineken. Yeah, overall I do like this. I do like this. And I'm now just saying things, I suppose, so I think it is now finally time to end this particular video. Yeah. 7 out of 10 for the Corona Extra, and if you've got a question or a video suggestion, please leave it in the comment section down below, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, feel free to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then,